Y'all, at the rate Sonya going, somebody gonna need to call down to the Betty Ford Clinic quick, fast, and in a hurry. I got my notes. I hope y'all got yours. Let's get on into it. All right, so launching off, the girls make a big deal of Ebony and her Irish goodbye. Listen, I didn't even know there was a term for it. I swear, every time I watch The Real Housewives of New York, I learn something new. So apparently, y'all, an Irish goodbye is when you go to someone's party and then you like disappear either halfway through or when it's over, but you don't tell nobody where you're going. I'm glad to know that there's a term for it. So apparently there is some Irish heritage in my 23andMe DNA that I was not aware of, okay? I do understand the girl's point just in terms of if you were going to leave or you were going to, you know, separate yourself from the situation, you should have said something, but y'all were in two different headspaces. Some of the girls were trying to party. Others of the girls, in terms of Leah and Ebony, were very emotional about their testimonies down to the healer. And so sometimes you just got to remove yourself from the situation. So I don't think she did anything wrong. If you think about it, she told Leah that she was about to go anyway. And so it was pretty much on Leah to tell the other girls what was up. So in the future, you know, you teach people how to treat you. So basically the girls are saying, if you're going to leave from somewhere in the future, just give everyone a heads up. So Ebony, you've been informed. I'm not saying you got to do it at every single event, but I guess make more of an effort. But personally, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Moving on. LuAnn brings the girls to the winery. Is this an overcompensation? When I was thinking about it, I was like, well, you wouldn't bring a sex addict down to the damn brothel. So I'm like, why would you? It just seemed weird that of all the places for LuAnn to, you know, host a trip for the girls is down to the winery. I know that this group is sort of built on the alcoholic or the alcohol consumption rather, right? And then just like the drama that comes after that. But I did feel that perhaps your first event for this season that you bring the girls down to being a winery was a little bit of an overcompensation. It sort of screamed, I'm okay, let's do this. I got my faux rosé. Like, you know, I'm okay, I can be included. And so I don't know, you don't bring the crack addict down to the crack house. You don't bring the damn sex addict down to the brothel. So if LuAnn says she's okay, we're going to assume that she is until she's not. I do see some, you know, slight cracks in her armor. So y'all need to watch LuAnn, which we come to find out later in the episode. So skipping ahead a little bit because it's related, Leah brings up that her faux rosé may be a crutch. LuAnn's faux rosé may be a crutch that she's using in order to, you know, keep up appearances with the group. I actually really feel that Leah has a spirit of discernment in this situation because, to her point, if you were truly okay, then you wouldn't be trying to supplement real alcohol with faux rosé. You would be drinking ginger ales or, you know, hell, a Shirley Temple, a virgin mimosa, some sort of mocktail like Leah was drinking. So if you're saying that you're okay and you don't need this, bringing up the faux rosé, it just creates a situation where it feels like you're missing something. So this is a substitution because you can't have that, right? So I do think that Leah had a spirit of discernment in that situation, and perhaps LuAnn is using the rosé as a crutch because, as we saw in the episode, some cracks did start to form in terms of her saying that she was triggered and she needed to go smoke a cigarette. I'm a firm believer in that when you have an addiction to something, and I'm not saying that LuAnn is addicted to alcohol, I'm just saying that she's used to drinking it. So by loosely saying if you're used to doing something, it's a form of a habit, right? Maybe a habit's a better word. So she has a habit of drinking alcohol, right? And so you don't really get rid of a habit, you just replace it. So instead of drinking the alcohol, you smoke. or you work out, or you have sex down to the damn gym with Garth, okay? Like, you have to substitute something. Nothing ever truly goes away. So good luck to LuAnn. It must be hard. I don't really think LuAnn's an alcoholic, but if you're used to doing something and then suddenly you can't do it anymore, there's definitely a period of transition. And like I said, I wish her luck. I've never been addicted to alcohol. I've been addicted to juice. Okay, so I know for me, I can't buy juice sometimes. I have to not go down to the damn Aldi and get my cranberry apple juice. I have to instead go down to the damn go down to the damn Dollar Tree and get the diet juice. Damn, I might be doing the same thing LuAnn doing with her faux rosé. We gonna hold hands, girl, and commiserate together. Moving on. Ebony confronts Ramona about her help comment. I thought Ebony confronting Ramona was a masterclass in how to confront somebody in a good way. Ebony was factual. She didn't droll on in terms of, reinforcing points that she already had hit. She was direct. She said what she needed to say. She asked Ramona if she understood. She even followed up with her later just to make sure that they were still on the same page and that she didn't come over as attacky. So I thought that was amazing. I do like when people confront me about things, but confront me very directly and don't make it a sermon, don't make it preachy. And so we saw the sort of dichotomy or difference in that later with how Leah approached the next topic. But just to recircle back to the whole help thing, I don't think Ramona meant anything by it. I just think that she's used to, like she says, when people come to help me, I need help. So I just associated them with the help. So I think Ebony did a great job in just saying, hey, my grandmother, or her great-grandmother, I'm not sure, I think it was her grandmother, was like a domestic worker, right? And so people used to refer to her as the help, and there's sort of racial undertones to that. So I think by showing an example and reinforcing it with a personal experience, she got through to Ramona and she didn't have to preach. So Papa, don't preach, don't preach. She did well. So now Ramona lies about donating antibodies. There's a saying that I always hold close and near and dear to my heart, which is, thou doth protest too much. If someone is over-explaining, seems to be overcompensating, seems to be going around in circles about a particular topic, they don't specifically call out their wrongdoing, but they say a lot of words. It's like you're talking a lot, but you're not saying anything. Thou doth protest too much. Leah asked Ramona a very direct question. Did you give the antibodies or did you not, right? And Ramona gave every single answer except, I did not give the antibodies. But I feel that by context clues, you can definitely find out that Ramona was lying. She did not give the antibodies. She thought it would make her look better in the press by saying XYZ. Now, it sort of reminds me of like a police officer or police investigation. Sometimes in police investigations, you can have all the evidence, but baby, what you want is that damn confession, okay? And Leah was a dog with the bone. She wanted that confession, and Ramona was like, I give you nothing. I pay you dust, okay? I told you the answer that I want to give, and that's it. And to Leah's point, Ramona does anything for the damn gram. She does stuff in order to look better in the press. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. That's just her character trait, right? You do anything for clout. Hey, do anything for clout. Hey, bitch, watch your mouth. Wait a minute. I can only sing 5 seconds of songs before copyright infringement starts. I apologize, baby. I don't have anything, okay? All I have is this greenery wall behind me. I don't want Offset and Cardi B calling me, trying to say that, I done sang their song down to the thing and now I owe them a royalty. Lies, baby. All you would get is this greenery wall in the back. I am getting sidetracked and I must focus. So yeah. Like I said, all Leah wanted was the confession and Ramona wasn't going to give the confession. Do I think Leah took it too far? Absolutely, right? If you were going to continually go back and forth over the same thing, trying to get the same result, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. You done asked the question in every single way imaginable and she done given you the answer that she wants to have, okay? Everybody down to the table knows that Ramona lying. If Ramona wasn't lying, she'd have had pictures, videos, a testimony from the doctor, down to the damn article, down to the damn Instagram, down to the damn YouTube. So by her omission of not saying anything, you got your answer right there. So Leah, you could learn something from Ebony in terms of how to make your point and move on. Stick make your point, and move on. So I understand her fervor about it because she's very involved in the whole, you know, I guess COVID vaccine situation and making sure that people are vaccinated and being healthy and whatnot. So I understand her passion. I just feel that maybe the methods weren't the best for how Ramona takes in information. So that's really all I have to say on that matter. Now we get to the meat of the episode, y'all. Sonja drunk ass. I always feel you never want to be the drunk bitch down to the party. you never want to take it too far. Alcohol is one of those things that, to me, it makes you more of who you are. For me, when I drink alcohol, I get very loving. I get very touchy-feely. I just want to snuggle up with anybody. That's why my friends know that if I'm drinking alcohol, somebody has to watch me because I become anybody's, baby. I become yours. I am yours. Take me home. Where do you want to go? Can we cuddle? Okay? Do you want to cuddle tonight? That is me when I drink alcohol. Now, for Sonja, because Sonja got troubles in her life, problems with her life, her drinking alcohol is just, it's sort of a deflection from her problems, and it just exacerbates the problems that she is actually having, right? So I'm not saying Sonja has a drinking problem. I'm not saying she shouldn't have, you know, one glass of rosé. I'm just saying sometimes it takes discernment to know your triggers and stop yourself before you go too far. And I think we can all agree that one of the things that Sonja struggles with is restraint, right? So like I said, I'm not saying she has an alcohol problem. I'm just saying that alcohol has a tendency of exacerbating the problem that you already have in your life. So Sonja, actually, the alcohol, what it does is it makes you focus on something else. And that's what she was really doing. So in terms of talking about Garth and LuAnn and saying, you know, I hate Garth and, you know, I want Lu to myself. You have to think about it in sort of the psychology of it. Garth is not really who she's mad at. LuAnn is not really who she wants. Garth is representative of a better time in Sonja's life when she was, you know, tootsie rolling in these streets with the menses and having a great time, you know, living it up, right? And because LuAnn has this sort of happiness, it's sort of like she's attacking herself. She's putting herself in LuAnn's place and saying, you know, I hate Garth. I want you to myself, which is I want you to commiserate with me. I want you to be on the same level as me. So I hope that made sense, but it's sort of like a transference of energy type stuff. I want you to be just as miserable as I am in my place. And if Garth is bringing you the happiness, then we have to remove him out because, you know, I need you on my side. I need you here with me. So Ramona tries to cut Sonja off from the alcohol. Tries to get in between her and her damn new habit. I think Ramona should be admired for trying. I think that sometimes it's hard to tell your friends that there's an issue. And like I said, I'm not calling her an alcoholic, but I am saying that she's using alcohol as a crutch to mask her problems. And so when Ramona took that damn glass from her hand, I was clapping at the screen. I said, good job. Now she messed up by putting it next to LuAnn, okay? You don't bring the sex addict down to the brothel. LuAnn was looking at that damn bottle like, you need to get this thing away from me. So she then hands it to Ebony across the thing. Good move. Now, I don't know if things were shot out of sequence, but later in the damn scene, we see that Sonja got the damn alcohol thing back in her hand. So I don't know if it was shot out of sequence or she just got the glass back. But I think there's a lesson in that. If you see your friends spiraling out of control and you see what the trigger is, try to help. I do feel that when you realize that someone needs help, sometimes you have to fall on your ass to get back up on your feet. So you can help as much as you want, but sometimes people need to hit rock bottom before they're able to help themselves. And then, y'all, Sonja loses her shit in general, is attacking Garth down to the FaceTime when LuAnn called him, and the whole Wells Fargo and Chase. Listen, I am very passionate about finances. For all of y'all who don't know, I do have a degree in accounting, but I have never down to the damn dinner party talked about the benefits and the consequences and, you know, how Wells Fargo and Chase making me feel down in my spirit. Like I told y'all, this is just a deflection, right? So for a quick summation, Ebony saying that she gonna get her mortgage through Wells Fargo because they're doing things in her community to, you know, decrease the income gap and help people get more mortgages and get more assets and XYZ. Ramona, because she a finance person, she understands about money, insurance, XYZ. She say that Chase got better rates. Well, because Sonja drunk ass is drunk and deflecting from her problems, she realized that Chase is connected to JP Morgan Chase. And so because of that, you attacking my family. That's not my family. Why would you tell her to go against something that ain't my family? Girl, if you don't sit your drunk ass down, you need to go to therapy. You need to get to the root of your, actually, no, I think you already know the root of your problems. It's just the alcohol is just masking and it's just making it worse. And you just don't want to be the source of dysfunction in your friend group continually. Like, if everyone can see your situation clearly or more clear than you, then that's a problem, right? I think you can drink alcohol later, but I think in this period of time in your life, Sonya, you might need to just put the bottle down, put the glass down for a little bit and just fix the problem and stop treating the symptoms. And I think that would basically help you to get to where you need to be in life. Sometimes you need to feel that pain. And if the alcohol is masking it, then you're not feeling the pain. You're not getting to the root of the problem. And you're just creating dysfunction for everyone around you. So I wish Sonya luck. We're gonna see the rest of how it plays out next week on the damn TV. But if you guys liked what I said, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Stereo. I also have a Twitter that I started at DatDamnDasher. And until next time, y'all, don't beat a drunk bitch down to the party. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.